finally happened. Tragedy has struck at the Wright household. We've gotten through this pandemic fairly unscathed up to this point, but it's finally happened. I knew it happened at some point. Something was gonna go wrong. We ordered a pound and a half of whole bean coffee and we got ground coffee. This means I can't use my burr grinder. I can't use my precious Hario V60. I had to pull out the coffee maker. Okay, in hindsight, I realize this isn't an emergency or a tragedy, but it is sad. So for today's video, since I'm still not traveling, not shooting any new vlogs or anything like that, I thought I would go pull something from the archive of videos that I've made in the last 2 or 3 years, and we could watch it together, and I could do some commentary on some things that are going on in the video as we go. This was made, it's called To Ohio and Back in 24 Hours, and it was made in November of 2018, and it was basically just a vlog I made of me making a trip up to Ohio to meet my band for a project that we were working on for that day. So to set the scene, this was November 2018, it's nighttime, and I've just gotten off work, so here we go. It's about 9:20. I just got off work and I'm about to run to the house and grab some stuff. Then I have to hit the road because I'm driving through the night to Reed's house for a special project that we're working on tomorrow. All right, it's about 10:20. If I'm lucky, I'll get there to Reed's around 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock. It's definitely my cat watching me out the window. All right, so that plan, so there's a thing that my band affectionately refers to as pulling a mason. And what that entails is when we have a gig or somewhere that we have to be on a certain day, that entails me starting off by not getting nearly enough sleep at all, and then leaving either super late at night or super early the morning of that event that I have to be at, and driving for at a minimum 6 hours, but usually more, to get to that thing, and then spending all day playing a gig, and then driving back home that same night, which usually means I'm up for more than 36 hours straight. So that's what's happening here. I'm leaving, and just a spoiler alert, I don't get there at 4:30 a.m. So let's see what happens next. It's about 1 in the morning. I just stopped at the West Virginia Welcome Center So here, you know, there are rest stops along the interstate, and this rest area is like a giant building. It's really nice. What I didn't really capture here is that there were a bunch of cars in the parking lot. People were asleep, pretty normal for that time of night at a rest area. But it was like this giant castle of a rest area, and it was completely empty and silent. And where it's located is kind of high up on a mountain, high elevation, and it was freezing or a little below freezing, and it was blowing snow everywhere, and this giant building was completely empty, so it was super creepy. So that's why if you see my eyes being kind of shifty here, so I'm looking around because it's really weird that I'm alone in such a big building. Take a break. Kind of high up on a mountain, and it's like 32 degrees and snowing. And high wind gusts. But I'm gonna go back to the car, try to get some sleep, and then finish my drive. Alright, so here you can see that snow and the wind that I was talking about, and that text overlay that says about 20 minutes later. I mean, I probably slept like 10 minutes. I'm way better at it now, but it used to be that when I would pull over to try to take a nap somewhere to keep from falling asleep while driving, I would have a really hard time falling asleep because I'll be super paranoid about sleeping in my car in a parking lot. So yeah. Caught a little bit of sleep and I'm getting back on the road now. All right, so 7:30. So let's do a little bit of math here. First off, I said I would be there around 4 a.m. or so. So this is 3.5 hours later. And I left at about 10:30. So that's about 9 hours that I took to make a 6 hour, and because there was so little traffic, maybe arguably a 5.5 hour drive. I didn't include in there, I'm pretty sure I stopped again and I actually got some more sleep in there somewhere. But I was pretty wrecked when I got to Reed's house that morning. I drove through the night to get to Reed's house because we're going to Hemisphere Coffee Roasters today. The whole band's going to be there, and we're doing some promotional video for the new launch of the Red Line Roast Coffee. We launched it about 2 days ago. It's going pretty well so far, but we're going to go make some more content today, so should be a blast. There's Nevin. If I could just have maybe 2 of each. See you later.
All right, man. Be safe. Bye. Call if you get tired.
Okay. Thanks.
See you, man.
What you saw there was my band playing at the place, Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. So as I mentioned earlier in that video, my band still has a partnership with Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. They're an amazing company. Definitely check them out. They're not sponsoring this video or anything, but they're just a really great company and they make amazing coffee. But we had just started this partnership and they started making a coffee kind of in joint with us, I guess, called Red Line Roast. Really good coffee. And we went to Hemisphere Coffee Roasters to shoot us playing 4 or 5 different songs, and the idea was to have a video series to launch to promote our new relationship with Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. So we filmed this series called Live at the Roastery, and did like 4 or 5 different songs, and that's basically what we were there to do that day. I'm on my way home. It was a successful day of shooting videos. Everything went super well. My original idea with this video was to do like a Virginia to Ohio and back trip vlog in 24 hours. It's currently 5:19. If I don't get home by 10:30, then it will not have been within 24 hours. So there's a good chance I won't make it in time, but I'm going to try. All right. Got home. It's like 11:30, so I didn't make it in 24 hours. Oh well. All right, so yeah, I definitely look like death there at the end. I'm probably leaving at 10:30 and getting there at 7:30. I probably only slept like 4 or 5 hours the night before, which is why I looked like that. So, all right, well, this has been fun going back and watching one of my old videos from a couple years ago, and I'm trying to come up with some different stuff. I'll probably do a couple more of these with some other videos because I have plenty of them. But yeah, we'll see. Hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you next week. I messaged Reed to let him know I'm here since I got here way later than I thought I would. I don't want to like wake anyone up, so I'll just be waiting, I guess.